Welcome back to the last and final part.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time.
Alright.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive.
Why do you want to be back alive?
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Because he can persuade
Look,
the
there's
town.
no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
The town's gonna let him off.
I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We'd both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
That's a
There's
bullshit.
still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Sure about that.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do
Yeah?
you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them.
He's already dead.
Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine. I'm sure Miss White will be pleased.
Oh.
Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I could have killed him. I could have killed him.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking
All
kidding
right.
me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
He's back.
Again.
Thank God.
motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just
I didn't kill him.
glad you made it back in one piece.
Killed Bloody Mary and Georgie though.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Oh, he's gonna
Well,
get
where
off.
is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted
And
murder
murder
of Sheriff
Sheriff
Bigby
Bigby.
Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Throw him down the witching well.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and
Some
Lily,
bullshit.
so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its
The citizens.
These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
Hell
on
yeah.
with
We
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Hey,
This
yeah,
is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White.
Just throw
We've
him
all
down
met
the
Georgie.
witching.
I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on
That's
my behalf when
bullshit.
he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of
Bullshit.
you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful?
No.
I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate
People
Use
use
scare
scare tactics.
They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I
Bullshit.
see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Oh no, he's gonna
Your
persuade them.
government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Shut the fuck up, just throw him down the witch and roll.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living.
Shut the
Provide for
fuck
herself.
up.
What did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
The town's going to shit.
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
I saved
Right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting
you. Exploiting
exploiting
your
your hope
hopes.
for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Come on, beast.
You're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even
Even
now.
now.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town
Come on,
is
let's
over.
go.
And those girls will have their justice.
You may be persuasive, but you ain't no Bigby Wolf.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What
What are
history?
you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This
There you
man
go, Blue
tormented
Beard.
all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your
I didn't
custody?
hit him.
He was beaten to mashed apples while under
That was
your
Bluebeard.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Oi, oi,
That's
oi.
enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely
I didn't
different.
beat
We
I
all...
did not
D at
order
all.
those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly
Ah, I
what
should have just killed him.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
We're gonna
Who will
sort it all
dare
out.
challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
I don't need put.
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
There we go.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Noosa
I'd like
can
to-
talk now.
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up.
There we go.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's
My turn to talk. Vivian's dead.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
She
Did
killed
he?
herself.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is
Is Nerissa.
Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker.
Hey, there we go,
Faith and
Noosa.
Lily.
That's a lie!
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say,
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
he made Georgie do it. It was always him.
I
Georgie would
knew
have
it.
never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Get fucked.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
There you
No,
go.
that's too fucking
Johan.
easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
That'll be.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
I've already killed people.
Imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly,
Ooh.
we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Yes.
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
I want to throw him down the witch mill.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Oh, here we go. Throw him down the witch mill. Oh shit, hello.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
No.
I won't.
For Lily.
And Faith.
Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
He would have escaped. He would have got Tweedledee dumb. Oh, Josie, devil. One day later. Who's this? Who we gonna go talk to now?
Hey, Sheriff.
Flycatcher.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Also, you need more people to negotiate things.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Obviously, you need more people to deal with the citizens.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Winks at me. Well, you better get your ass to the apartment, buddy. I don't want Colin going. What happened to the other two pigs, eh? I guess they're at the farm? Or they're glammed up, I don't know. Oh no, he's going to the farm.
I'm going! Jesus!
Why?
We
I
only
give
have
him
like
some...
5 minutes.
Hey, carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Fuck. Goddamn Snow.
Sheriff Bigby!
Yeah?
I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Well, I mean, if I was Bigby, I'd
Can you give
figure
this
another
to Miss
way.
White, please?
Is it
Dad
bugs?
says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Someone
said.
on them uncomfortably on
Bye,
wolves.
Mr. Wolf.
This is sad. Snow,
Hey,
what the
Big V.
fuck?
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He must have run off.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Lewis, you're leaving too? Fuck.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Yeah?
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
There's more to this?
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
You told him?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah.
I
Georgie promised
see.
he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
It's all good. It's tough. You thought you did
I don't
what was
know
right,
what happened,
but
but that
it wasn't.
night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait. So Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
Oh well. What's
But
done
it
is done.
wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after
Faith.
I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at
Oh,
your doorstep.
shit.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
Oh,
I
go
just
figure.
pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just...
Fade.
like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other. And look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just
Different.
different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town.
Hell yeah, I did.
Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been
I'm
given
just-
this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
I just
But
hope.
you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that.
I just
You've
wish
changed
Joji
this
didn't have to
place.
die.
For better or worse,
Same with Vivian.
Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
So is she gone too?
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
That's what Faith said to me.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Oh,
Dr.
Mermaid.
Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Whatever. Just leave it be. What would have happened if I went after her?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
That was beautiful. This game was beautiful. Players killed Joji. Did you give Cookman trial? Yep. How did you punish? Oh, only 38%, did they? Yeah, of course we accepted. I made a lot of mistakes. You lied to him about beauty. You promised her you want to tell her. Next time you impressed her with your detective skills. You fought him after the interrogation. him protection at the business office. You gave him a drink when he asked. You helped him over the farm. You took him back to the witching well. You told him what? I can't read that. Basically, I thrown him down the witching well. Tossed him. Oh, that's it. Tossed. Gave him money after the fight with the woodsman. You drank with Gran after Lily's funeral. You made him deal with him. For Gran, it should also be, I didn't rip off your goddamn arm. You tried to take her ribbon during the final conversation. You brought her along to the trip trap. You showed her Crane's photograph of her. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Oh, I think there's a second Wolf Among Us coming out, and I can't wait for it. I think there's a second Wolf Among Us coming out, and I just can't wait. Vivian's story. Pudding pie. Winter Wolf. Bigby's mother. Oh, what? Fell in off the Northwind. 7 wolf cubs, but he quickly grew tired of her and left her. Broken, and she tried to care for cubs despite her grief. She was especially fond of Bigby, but as the runt of the little, he was often teased by his older brothers. After Winter's death, Bigby's siblings went in search of the father, but Bigby stayed behind to protect his mother cubs from scavengers. Fortunately, he was too small to defend her. From then he vowed to eat something bigger each day until he was large enough to confront his father and finally make him pay for the pain that he caused to his family. Oh shit. That's tough. The big bad wolf. True form is that of a giant 8-foot tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the Northwind. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Oh shit. Loyalty. Promised her freedom to do as she pleased as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard. Mary had never had to worry about getting caught. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend Crooked Man to the death. It's because she finds it fun. But have expectations are often made to expedite in the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations on who's being charged. White is in charge. She's also been doing the work of deputy mayor unofficially for years. Sheriff Bigby. Fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe with a fabled colony quickly developing in the New World. Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy staying knife to give him the powers to change into human form at will. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cold's administration, but because of his violent past, didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself from the community, from the eyes of the community. But we got all the achievements. Beginning to the end, the House of Straw, a silver bullet, my last cigarette, the North Wind blows, happily ever after, full moon. Oh, thank you all for watching. I hope